Who's this? Virgos. How could I forget that I was doing Virgos now? That's my people. My tribe. Hi, my tribe. Okay. We're gonna get, we'll get this one. We'll do this deck. It's green. Virgos like green. I like green. I hope you like green. Tiny deck. We're such an earthy color. How could we not like green? Especially these shades of green. Look at it. It's so pretty. Okay. Virgos. Who was it? It was Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. They got the boring readings. No offense, cross-watchers. I'm sorry. But we're doing things differently from now on. I'm not going to do past, present, future. None of that stuff. I'm just going to... Let's get you some advice, basically. Alright. What are Virgos being called to do this week? Ooh-wee. Okay. Let us make sure we are giving it our absolute best in whatever we're doing this week, which sounds really basic, but I mean, I just kind of get the feeling that this is happening for a lot of Virgos recently, most of us. I know it's happening for me, but there's been a lot of changes, a lot of new stuff coming in, a lot of brand new opportunities, and it's sort of been like a in and out, hot and cold, sometimes lukewarm, mostly lukewarm. Nah. Turn that temperature up, or stick it in the freezer, whatever. Either freeze that water or boil it. Make it. Go to one extreme. Either like really put yourself into this, or just actually like really put yourself into whatever you're doing. I was gonna say pull out. No, don't pull out. Okay. Sorry, Virgos. You get it. I'm a Virgo too. Again, in and out. Alright. What's standing in our way of giving it our all? Ooh. Yeah, that makes sense. We're really weighing up our, counting all of our options? Assessing, no? Taking a look at all of our options. We're trying to, be really... It's interesting. We're trying to think about what it is that we really, really want from a logical place. And, to some degree, that's fine. But want is, it's a desire. A desire comes from the heart, man. It comes from the soul. The less thinking, more doing. Again, I get that too, because Virgos like to overthink. No. Just embrace the feeling. If you feel passionate about something, do it. Okay? Okay. Do I want to continue on that train of thought? Yeah, kind of. What? What should we be doing differently? Or how should we go about just embracing our passions? You doubtful doubters. I know, me too. Yeah, again, overthinking. It's overthinking a lot. So on the one hand, you're overthinking, do I really want this? Or do I want that? Or do I want this? And then on the other hand, you find something that you think you want and you start doing it, and then you start thinking, but what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? Don't do that. Just once you find something you're passionate about, embrace it, go with it, believe that it's going to work out. You have to. You can't have one foot out the door, you know? Just throw yourself into it. If you want it to work, you gotta put in the work to make it work. Alright. What should us Virgos be avoiding this week? Hold up. Wait a minute. Don't put your eggs in too many baskets, Virgo. Yeah, this is going off of the same theme. Find one thing, learn about it, put in the work. If you start putting in the work and you realize, okay, this isn't really for me, then go on to the next one. Don't try to do a bunch of stuff at once. Don't spread yourself thin. That's the saying. I have been trying to figure that out for a while now. That was the saying. Thank goodness. Okay. What, on the other hand, should we be embracing this week rather than avoiding? What sort of stuff should we be embracing? Wow, you just keep coming back to the same thing, don't you? Prioritize. Okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Which one do you want to do most? Figure out which one you want to do most. Take those first baby steps and then run with it. Like, once you got the baby steps down, then just go with it. Just keep going. But prioritize. It's like the most important card in this part. Prioritize. Figure out what you really want first. Okay, Virgo? Okay. Alrighty. I'll satisfy the overthinkers. How should we go about prioritizing? How do we figure out which one we desire most? I know it's an issue for you, because I know it's an issue for me. Make a list. Make a list. Okay? Here's all the things I want to do down on a physical list. Actually write it out. Put pros and cons. Just because one has more pros and one has more cons doesn't mean that the scale tips in the favor of the one with the more pros. After you've got the pros and the cons, look at each pro, look at each con. Which pro carries the most weight, which con carries the most weight. You could have something that only has like 2 pros and like 5 cons, as opposed to something with like 10 pros and 2 cons. But the 2 pros of that one may be worth more than the 10 pros of that other one. Did I say that right? I think I said that right. Figure out which one sparks the most joy. Start with that one first, and then move down the list from there. If it doesn't work, then move on. Don't move on until you've tried. One thing at a time, Virgo, okay? Alright, Father. Any messages or advice for us overthinking ass Virgos? Wow. That's... Nurture your creative spark. Embrace you. You know? It's about as simple as it gets. I really... Trust your intuition here. Obviously, go ahead and make that list, but Also, trust your intuition. If you know instinctively which one you want to do the most, because it just like it feels like you, act on it. And don't give up or quit just because things aren't going the way that you want. As soon as don't give up immediately if things don't go the way you want them to as quickly as you want them to, or just because the beginning, the journey, isn't what you expect the destination to be like. The journey's never going to be the same as the destination. You'll reach that destination eventually, it's just you gotta go through the journey first, which I don't know, I mean, like, I enjoy the car ride on a vacation because I get to stare out the trees at the windows, but after a while it gets boring, right? But then you get there and you're enjoying yourself, and then you gotta leave eventually. And you gotta go back on that journey to get back home again. I don't see how that was relevant. But I'm gonna trust it. I'm gonna trust you. Alright. Let's get you an oracle card to close things out. It's mind blowing. This is like the shortest reading so far for all the signs that I've done. Virgo's normally the longest. Been running myself in circles with this one, and it's still the shortest. What risk can I take today? Be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path toward your dreams. You will have to leap. You will have to take the big, scary leap, but do not fret because your soul has wings. This week's soul action. What risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and courageous, and you will discover what you're really made of. Thank you for confirming everything that I said. I love it when the oracle card does that. Alright, Virgo. That was for the 20th through the 26th. Until next time, God bless.